growing your virtual assistant business is super exciting, but it's easy to make things way harder than they need to be when you don't even realize it. Today, I'm sharing with you 4 ways you might be unintentionally slowing down your VA business, and more importantly, how to fix them. Trust me, once you make these changes, you are going to feel so much more confident and start seeing massive improvements in your VA business overall. This is Rebecca Morassutti, and if you're new around here, hello, and welcome to the VA Vortex, my weekly mini training for new virtual assistants, any virtual assistants actually, who want to learn how to build a sustainable, freedom-based business with the skills they already have, work with clients that they love, create a life of their own design, just live the dream. Essentially, live the dream. I can't wait to show you how you can take all of your experience and build a business that's going to allow you to create the life that you've been daydreaming about while you sit there undervalued and underappreciated at that 9-to-5 job. Now, a little note before we get into this. I know that you're smart, okay? I know you. You are me, right? I was somebody who liked to do a lot of research, who felt like I really needed to be prepared, and who wanted to start their business the right way. And because of that, I did a lot of research and I looked at a lot of different industry experts in the space. But what I've realized over the last decade, not just in my virtual assistant business, but after interviewing over probably, I'll say 1,000 virtual assistants by now for my business, my clients' businesses as well, is that the virtual assistant industry, the philosophies of the virtual assistant industry no longer apply to you in 2024. Okay, those are all outdated and they're going to lead to business failure. So I want you to try your hardest to just forget all of those things that you've learned up to this point, because there's a better way. There's a way that you can build a sustainable, freedom-based 6-figure, if you want, business that allows you to live this life. Okay, so let's get into mistake number 1. Mistake number 1. You have not set and communicated your boundaries to your clients or your potential clients. The first way that you are really making things harder for yourself is by not setting clear boundaries. And trust me, I get it, okay? I'm not saying that I did this either. When you are new, it's so tempting to just say yes to everything, to working later, to saying, yes, I can use my phone for work, to doing things that are maybe outside of the scope of what that client brought you on for. But without boundaries, you will end up overworked, incredibly frustrated, and honestly, you'll end up resenting your clients in the long run. When you do not set boundaries, clients may message you at all hours. They keep piling tasks onto you or expect you to be available at the drop of a hat or 24/7. This leads to burnout, and it's hard to grow your business and take on more clients when you are constantly exhausted from one or two of those super needy boundary pushing clients. But the thing is, unfortunately, it's kind of your fault, right? You've put yourself in this place by not setting those boundaries up front. So you need to make sure you are setting your boundaries, start communicating them right from the start. It's only up to you. You cannot get mad at a client for overstepping your boundaries when you have not communicated those boundaries or held firm to those boundaries. Take that in, okay? You need to let clients know your working hours, your preferred communication channels, and the project timeline so they know what to expect. When clients understand your boundaries, they will respect them. They may try to push them, but again, stay firm, but they ultimately will respect them, and you'll also feel more in control. Okay, so this is a really big thing. I think a lot of new virtual assistants feel really out of control and at like the whim of their clients, and that's not where you want to be. That's not how you create a life that you love. It's not how you create a freedom-based business. Okay, so I want you right now, I want you to pause this video and I want you to write down your boundaries. When are you working? Will you give your clients your phone number, right? Like your cell phone number? No, don't do it. Side note, no, right? How will you communicate? Are you available 5 days a week? Are there specific times? How are you going to, do your day-to-day communication? Is it going to be via email? Is it going to be via Slack? Is it going to be via Zoom? I want you to actually decide these things right now and know what those boundaries are, okay? And then I want you to make sure that you've clearly outlined those things in your contracts. Yes, this should be included in your contract. I actually have something in my contract that says exactly when I am available, right? The hours and everything. onboarding documents and in your initial emails, the more that you can communicate this, I want you to over communicate your boundaries, the better. Okay? This simple step, even though it's hard, is going to save you a lot of stress down the road. Trust me. Mistake number 2. You think you need to start with low rates. This is another common mistake. Thinking that you need to start with low rates just because you're new, okay? You're not new, but thinking that you're new. This is not the way to start your virtual assistant business. When you start your VA business with low rates, you attract clients who are looking for the cheapest option. Take this in. When you start with low rates, you attract clients who are looking for the cheapest option, not the best service. They're looking for employees, and you and I both know you don't want to be an employee, right? Once you're stuck in the low rate cycle, it is almost impossible to break out of it, and those clients will never pay you more because they don't see the value in what you're doing. This means that you are devaluing what you do and your skills and your support before you even start your virtual assistant business. So, what you need to do is you need to charge based on the value you bring to your clients. And I want you to know that not everyone will be able to afford it. It's not your job to make yourself affordable. Okay, it's not your job to make yourself affordable. It's your job to find your dream clients, the ones that are going to appreciate you and pay you what you're worth. Okay? I want you to charge based on the value, not how new you are. You are not new. You have an entire life full of experience, okay? You have skills and expertise that are worth investing in. When you position yourself as a professional offering valuable services, you will attract and find clients that are willing to pay for it. I promise you. So I want you to take a look at what you're currently offering up when you're pitching to clients. What are you saying you can help them with? How are you supporting them? And what kinds of clients are you actually reaching out to? We're going to talk to that in just a little bit. Set rates that actually reflect your worth, and don't be afraid to start with higher rates. Okay? You will find the right clients. And they will appreciate the value you bring. And they may not be the first client you talk to, the second client you talk to, or the third client you talk to, but they will be the fourth one. Okay? I promise you that. Mistake number 3. You think you need to get all the business illusion set up before you start. Another huge mistake I see new virtual assistants making is thinking that they need to have everything perfect before they start. They think they need to have a website. They think they need to have a logo. They need to have great branding. They need to have an Instagram account. And it's so easy to fall into the trap of thinking that you can't launch until everything is set up and looking professional. And the reason why you probably think that is part of it's an employee mindset, and the other part of it is the virtual assistant industry is telling you that's what you need to do, but they are not right. They're not right. I built an $140,000 a year virtual assistant business with zero online presence whatsoever. I didn't even update my LinkedIn. Okay? So, this keeps you stuck thinking this, right? Can keep you in a loop of preparation without actually putting yourself out there, taking action, finding clients, and landing them. Clients are not concerned. Contrary to what you probably think right now, clients are not concerned about how polished or perfect your website looks, or if they even have a website, or if you even have a website at all. They are concerned. They want to know how you can help them solve their problems and help them hit that next level of growth that they want in their business. So you need to focus on delivering value and building relationships with potential clients, or even your current clients, not on having some picture perfect professional business brand behind you. It doesn't matter, okay? You can always do that later if you want, just for fun, but you don't need it, so you cannot let it delay you from starting. So if you have been stalling because you're waiting for perfection, if you've been stalling because you've been working on a website for months, or building an Instagram because you think you need to have it, or even registering your business, you don't even need to do that, okay? You need to stop right now. All right? You need to reach out to potential clients today. It doesn't matter if you don't have a website. They don't care. The sooner you start offering your services and telling people how you can help them, the sooner you will start making progress, landing those dream clients, and creating a life of your own design. And finally, mistake number 4, relying on Facebook groups for clients. Finally. Let's talk about Facebook groups. If your only approach to finding clients has been hanging out in Facebook groups, it is time to shift your strategy. I'm sure if you've been in there, you're like, oh, thank God, Rebecca, I hate it in there, okay? Here's the deal, all right? Facebook groups do not have your ideal clients in them, okay? That's it, period. They do not have your ideal clients in them. Yes, you will find people there. You will find clients there. Are they going to be your ideal clients? Are they going to be dream clients? Are they going to be the clients that pay you thousands of dollars a month to work them? No, okay? Most of them are looking for low-paid employees, not professional virtual assistants. They're not looking for their wing woman, and that's who you are, okay? So relying on these groups can actually start to give you the wrong perspective on the industry overall, which leaves you feeling discouraged and probably leaves you also feeling like, ooh, okay, being a VA might not be for me. I need to find some other online business I can start. But it's just not the case. It's not actually the reality of the VA industry. It's just a tiny little piece that you're looking at, and you're missing all the rest of this out here. When you're in these groups, it may seem like, oh, everyone out there is just looking for the cheapest option. They only want $3 an hour VAs or $18 an hour VAs. How am I possibly going to do this? I guess this is not right for me. Like, Rebecca just must be incredibly lucky. Absolutely not. Okay? This is not where you want to be, because it's giving you the wrong impression. It's discouraging you, and it's stopping you from connecting with people that actually need your support. So I want you to look beyond Facebook groups, okay? I want you to start actually intentionally looking for clients, researching, okay? Doing research, going on Instagram, going online, finding clients who are wanting to invest and know the value of an investment in quality services, okay? And you can do this by expanding your search to LinkedIn, to your personal networks, to local businesses, to Instagram, to literally anywhere online, okay? And then by starting to build relationships with those people. That is how you will find higher paying long-term clients, okay? That is how you do it. So if you have been relying solely on Facebook groups and being incredibly disappointed, I challenge you to broaden your search. You need to broaden your search. I want you to jump into whatever place you feel most comfortable and start connecting with people in industries or running businesses that actually interest you. Okay? I want you to reach out to past colleagues. I want you to tell everyone in your family that you're building a virtual assistant business, and they may know someone who can connect you to somebody who needs VA services. There is a whole world of clients that are waiting for you, okay? They are waiting for you. They are looking to find you, someone who actually brings value to their business and cares about their business just as much as they do. So those are the 4 ways you might be making starting your virtual assistant business harder than it needs to be, or even growing your virtual assistant business, and how to fix them. You need to set and communicate your boundaries. You need to charge what you're worth. You need to stop waiting for everything to be perfect to start and ditch those Facebook groups, okay? These changes will help you grow your virtual assistant business faster and with less stress. So, which of these mistakes are you making today? I want you to send me an email back, okay? Head over to where you found this video and email me back and tell me what mistake you're making and how you're going to change it moving forward. And with that, I'll catch you on the next one.